Let's do it. Yo, what's going on, guys? Sorry about the camera shake early on. We are live with the Wrestling with Wrestling podcast. And of course, I'm joined by my usual host, usual guest, Jesse. How you doing, bro?
I'm good. You?
Yeah, I'm good. So, WrestleMania, pretty much all the cards confirmed. We have night one and night two, of course, April the 1st and April the 2nd, which is next Saturday and Sunday. It's been quite a decent build-ups. Couple that, are sleepers, which we will get to. But of course, Jesse has kindly put the thing on the what's it called? I could not speak English today, guys. On the screen right there. So we have
I
of
don't think
course.
it's missing anything. Do you? I think it's all there.
Well, I know if there's any
I think it's gonna be an add-on. I think you and I both think there's gonna be probably like they're probably gonna add on a match. I would imagine if you get my
yeah,
drift,
yeah,
because we still got
yeah.
another. We still have another two shows before.
Yeah, but I think it's pretty much confirmed, all of
Yeah,
it. So
enough talking points, anyways.
yeah, so
Yeah.
but let's start off. Night one, I already know that one. The first match to kick off is Austin Theory versus John Cena. We didn't know if John Cena was gonna wrestle, because it was hot and cold. We thought he wasn't gonna be there because he was busy. Then rumors that he was going to wrestle Theory. There was rumors that he was going to wrestle Theory, but then there was rumors coming out that he was busy and there was a chance he might not wrestle at WrestleMania, but he's wrestling at WrestleMania. Of course, this is his first WrestleMania match since Bray Wyatt in WrestleMania 36,
What's
and
that?
he's
2000. Oh my gosh!
220,
Really?
but his first
Um.
wrestling match at WrestleMania in front of the crowd since facing The Undertaker at WrestleMania 34.
Oh my gosh! Yeah, that's
So,
right.
because
Because of lockdown.
The
Yeah.
Elias segment does not count, guys. That's a segment. That's not a wrestling match. So, yeah. But yeah, Theory and Cena. Going to be a great match. I'm looking forward to that. That's a great way to open WrestleMania. So I think they've done the right decision there. So, what's your opinion on Theory and Cena kicking off WrestleMania this year? Then,
I think that's all right. I wouldn't have chose it for the kickoff, but I get it. Yeah, I'm with you. I think it should be fine. I told you I saw Theory live when they came to my hometown, and I have such a better appreciation for his kind of heel work now that I saw him live. Like, he's really good at playing like that smarmy kind of like he's hot shit, but you could tell quickly that like the second something goes wrong, he totally collapses. And
yeah,
I think this is like what 20 straight years now that John Cena has at least one match a year. So I think it should be at least good. I think it's like a good people still probably get into their seats. I'm all right with it.
yeah, of course. It's a good, best. You know what, John Cena Theory. I think we all knew that was going to happen. To be fair, there was
What is it? This
teased.
is that what he does? Is it this?
Yeah, and there was teasers that Theory and Cena were wrestling each other. Of course, there was a little tease when Cena had his 20th anniversary.
Uh-huh.
So it was going to happen, which I don't think is a bad thing because personally,
You know who stole that segment though was Rollins. I'll never forget Rollins in that 20th anniversary because
oh,
he
the
came
laugh.
up and he did that little cackle he does, but he did
Yeah,
the Cena's theme song. He
yeah,
was like, oh man, I think that's when I finally fell in love with Rollins. Like I was
yeah.
like
Rollins,
okay on
Rollins
him,
has been killing it.
but he was great at that live show too. He was phenomenal.
Yeah, great. So, but yeah, what's your who do you think's going to win that? Because I've heard a lot of people say Cena's going to win,
Oh,
but
Theory's got to win that. Cena's
Theory's got to
Cena's
win.
gonna be around once a quarter,
That's
once
what I'm
every
saying.
5 months. He's
Like,
got like 6 or 7 more. You know what? It would be. I wouldn't say it would be a bad call, but they need to do it correctly. Otherwise, they'll just. He's like they've already kind of buried Theory in the build up to this thing. Like this would be. You might as well release him if you have Theory lose. In my opinion, this would bury him.
absolutely. So yeah. Oh, my chair's thing. So next up, we've got
You want me to read it? So that way you have to
Yeah,
squint.
I can't read it. My
It's
my eyes are.
it's small here. You want to start from top to the bottom, or because they have it as like they don't really split into which one is one or two. I mean, night one
We'll
and
go
night
bottom. We'll
two.
go bottom to the top. We'll go bottom to
Right.
the top. So,
The undisputed tag team championship.
Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn versus the Usos. One of the best. I think personally, in my opinion, this should main event night one.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I think hands down, Rhea and Ripley. I will get to Rhea and Charlotte in a bit,
But I
but
mean, it's the unified tag title, the unified world championship. It
and
just
it's been
makes
the
sense
best
to do it
build up,
night
and
one,
it's
night
been the
two.
best, and it's been the best build up. It's been the
Yeah,
best storyline
I
right
think
now. So
I
you
think
know,
so. I agree with you.
people are more interested in that match than a Rhea and Charlotte, which we will get to obviously soon. But of course, it's great that it's been one of the best storylines for a long time that we've had. Jey Uso is phenomenal. He deserves it, man. Jey Uso's betrayal. You know, as much as maybe some people saw it coming, it was like for a second there you thought, oh, he's
Nah, I
going to
think
see.
I agree with you. They played it really well.
They played it really well, and you know, Kevin Owens, of course, back with Sammy. You know,
You
I
know, they
think this
even kept it going in the live show, Mace. In the
did
live
they?
show, yeah, they weren't reunited yet. So it was a 6-man with Drew, Daddy Drew, as they call him, Sheamus, and what's his name, Braun
Yeah.
Strowman, and then it was the Usos with Sokoa, and he didn't show up for like half the match, and then like all of a sudden he was in the crowd, and he came down, helped them win, and then he left in the crowd again. So like they even kept that story going during the live shows. You
Oh,
know what's really funny when that Braun Strowman was another one who I don't really care for at all. But seeing him live, he was funny. He was like, because it's supposed to be a 6-man tag, and he was like counting, and he was like not counting an Uso, and he was like, and then he couldn't get to 4, and he had to restart again. I enjoyed him in that night. But yeah, what do you think? I think they're gonna get. I think they're gonna take the belts. I
yeah. They got to
got
take the
Sammy
belt.
and Kevin winning.
This is the night where the bloodline's going to collapse. I think.
I do too. I think like I share my opinions with you on why it made sense to not end it during Elimination Chamber or during Clash of the Castle. This is where you got to pay it off. 3
Yeah.
years. What, 3 years, right? So it's
Well, yeah,
2020 pretty much.
well, it's 2 years and a. Wait, hold on. My calculation. Yeah, 2 years and a half. The Universal Champion
And at
and the
least over a year.
the WWE Champion's over the year, and the
Yeah.
Universal Champion he won it at Payback in 2020 in the
Yeah.
Thunderdome. So that's 2 years and a half. So
this is the time. This is the
yeah,
time because
it is the time.
I would like to see Jay go solo. Like I don't mind Jimmy, but I think Jay, like you said, he's the star. And I would love it if like they fall apart and they put Jay against Sokoa in a program. I mean, that would be sick. I'd love to see them two going at it.
Absolutely. I think
Yeah,
that would be
torn
good.
up family and everything. That'd be good. Plus,
Yeah.
you know, Roman, he doesn't even want to work anyways.
Yeah. There's been coming out after this. He's taken some. He's not even promoted for the Money in the Bank.
Yeah.
In England. So look,
Yeah.
I think it's the time. I think he's done with wrestling. I think he's now basically Brock Lesnar of wrestling now, and you know the Goldberg. He'll come 1 or 2 matches a year, maybe on pay-per-view.
Yeah. I mean,
But
his stock will never be higher if he wants to do something outside of wrestling. This is his time.
yeah,
So
absolutely.
yeah, I agree with you.
So yeah, but yeah, I think Kevin and Sammy. So, but yeah, next one we've got. You can read it out.
Oh yeah. Sorry. Street Profits versus Alpha Academy versus Viking Raiders versus Ricochet and Braun Strowman Fatal 4-Way Showcase. This is what they call it, P-break match. Like I love a lot of the teams in this, but come on, like
I don't think this is the P-break match for me.
You think so?
No, I think there's 2 other P-break matches to be
Fair
honest. That
enough.
I'm going to be, but this it's not really P-break for me because it's going to be 2 o'clock in the morning. So I'd probably say throne break time for me technically because.
You know what? I'm calling it right now. This is where they split up the Street Profits.
I don't know. I think they're going to split them up the next night. I think they'll win that, have a celebration, and then
Oh, okay, all right.
I think they'll do something on that night because I think WrestleMania, as much as I think there'll be a couple of shocking moments, I think they will wait till Raw for that.
Ricochet is gonna do something wild, you know that.
Ricochet is honestly this
He's
guy
gonna
needs to be
like
pushed.
submarine flip off of the stage, power bomb complex. Like he's already flipping off of Braun Strowman. Have you seen that?
Yeah,
Yeah.
they've actually worked well together. They've actually had good chemistry.
Isn't it funny? Because like I don't know if you saw the reports, like they were like going at each other behind the scenes. Now they're a tag team.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, it's weird. So,
Well,
but yeah,
sometimes opposites attract. What can you say?
yeah. Alpha Academy. I think it's going to be Alpha Academy turning each other.
Oh, not Otis, not
Yeah,
Otis.
that's going to be horrible. Alpha Academy's been the best.
You know what happens? What if they win? And as he's going, thank you, Otis says, boom, back in the head.
That'd be sick.
I love Chad Gable and Otis too. I don't know Otis as well as Chad Gable.
Yeah.
But man, I feel bad for the Viking Raiders. I remember them in NXT, and they're not built properly at all for me. Like they're so inconsequential to me.
Yeah, they looked strong when they returned, but then yeah, something just happened. They beat up Sheamus and Drew, and then
They just I don't know. I can't stand Sarah Logan, so every time I see Valhalla, I just kind of want to turn off my TV, anyways. To be honest,
when she came in that gimmick, I was like,
that's just my personal thing, though.
I'm like, okay, she was good in she was fine in the Riot Squad because she was in a trio, but as a manager for
Can she? Let's say, is she even a wrestler? Can she go?
yeah,
I mean,
she used to be when the Riot Squad and all that.
Yeah, but you had Liv and Ruby in that thing. Was anyone focused on Sarah Logan?
No one was focused on anyone that great. I don't think anyone was focused on Liv at the time. And look how Liv is the most.
That's true. You know what? I heard
that
she got a tattoo for that group. Like I already told you, Liv gives everything that she can. She got a tattoo for that tag team, and they still split them up. I'd be so mad.
I'll be like, for fuck's sake, I got a tattoo of some fucking team that
Yeah, because afterwards they became Liv to Riot and Riot to Liv, which I still think is one of the best tag team names I've heard in a long time. But yeah, so what do we think? We think an Alpha Academy?
I think Alpha Academy or maybe Street Fighter. I don't know. It's between them two. I don't know which one to pick though.
I agree with you. I think by Monday, or when is it come? When does Raw still come on for you on Monday nights, or is it like Tuesday morning by that time?
Well, technically, I don't get that because I say Monday Night Raws and then technically it's Tuesday.
Because they're shooting it from America. So in America, it's Monday night.
So it's basically Tuesday Raw and Saturday SmackDown.
Yeah. Oh man, remember? Did you watch? Was it Velocity? That was actually on Saturdays, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, I remember it's Velocity. Yeah, I didn't watch it though, but I remember it anyway.
Yeah, that was a Stevie Richards show. So yeah, okay, I'll go with we'll go with that for Academy because I just really love Chad Gable. Like I
love Chad Gable. Yeah.
He won me over with his thank you.
Thank you. I did it all the time.
The shoosh please, it got a little bit played out for me, but the way he just goes, thank you. I don't know. He's good stuff. I love that he's like a mini Kurt Angle.
My brother does it all the time. Annoys me.
Oh yeah, I would probably do it too. All right, here we go. I think early contender for match of the night: Gunter versus Daddy Drew versus Sheamus. WWE. You know what? If this isn't a banger, it'll be such a letdown. But there's almost no way, unless one of them are injured. There's no way it's not at least really good. You know.
Well, Sheamus Guten's already had match of the year, in my opinion. So you had Drew in there, who's also a brawler and all that, who's had some great matches also last year, if you think of it.
You know what? I know it was last year, but don't forget that Donnybrook. That Donnybrook that they had.
Oh, that match was brilliant. That was the match of the night.
You know what? And I love, and obviously they're still good friends behind the scenes. That's clear. But it's better when I like better when Sheamus and Drew are enemies in storyline because they're just brutal. Yeah. And Gunter, man, oh man. I told you.
I
became a huge fan of
did you see
Gunther.
this segment on Friday where Butch just literally climbed over the table and just started whacking him?
Yeah, he's
And
pretty much Pete Dunne now. You remember? Did you see that?
Gunter just went, "What are you looking at?"
Yeah. Oh,
And
well,
Butch
yeah.
just went over. I went, "Oh, that was quite fun. That was."
I
No,
think
brilliant.
personally, here, you ready for this? I think they're gonna put Sheamus over because I think they're gonna put Gunther against.
Cody.
I think they're gonna have Gunther go for the titles, not win it, but I think he's gonna start going for the titles. I think Triple H is big on him, so I say Sheamus wins it.
Oh, that's a good thing though. But yeah,
Yeah.
if Sheamus wins it, it's a good thing.
That's the only belt he hasn't held yet, and Drew McIntyre won't suffer, in my opinion, for losing against those two. So he might not even pin Gunther. That's the thing. Like he doesn't have to pin Gunther to win it. So
yeah, I think Sheamus will bro kick Drew McIntyre out nowhere and boom, 1, 2, 3. So yeah, I think I could see Sheamus actually winning it. You know.
All right.
So
yeah. Next up is a match that I want to be more excited for, but I just don't care if I'm being honest. Edge versus Finn Balor, Hell in a Cell. And I like those two separately, but I don't know. I think I'm over this build. Like it's
got to end at WrestleMania though.
It's ended 6 times. Is this gonna be the Edge retirement match? Well, not the retirement match, but like he's kind of talking like 2023 is gonna be his last year. I think he wants to end it in Canada. I wouldn't be surprised if this is where you don't see Edge for like almost a year after this. Has Finn announced the Demon yet?
Yep.
They're not going to have the Demon lose twice because they owe him for that bull crap that they pulled against Roman Reigns with the turnbuckle falling. You remember that? Yeah. So I say it's got to be Finn.
Yeah, it will be Finn. But they're bringing the dark side, like I said in Elimination Chamber, when I said about the Hell in a Cell that they're going to bring the dark side. I knew that was going to happen. But
they need to end this, in my opinion.
It's got to end, but I think a good way to end it is Hell in a Cell and having the Demon and all that. Because you got to think Demon.
You know what? You better be ready for a 45-minute match.
Like it better not be 45. But you got to remember, Edge, last time he had a Hell in a Cell match, it was
against Rollins, wasn't it?
Yeah, you got to think.
Yeah, fair enough.
So, and Edge has some bangers in Hell in a Cell. You got to remember, Taker against Taker and Edge, SummerSlam was a banger. Seth Rollins was a banger. I'm trying to think. He had any other Hell in a Cell? I think that was it. But now, the matches he's had in Hell in a Cell have been.
I forget. Are you a fan? Are you a fan of the American Office?
Yeah, they were good.
Did you see when Finn came out looking like Prison Mike and people started calling him Prison Finn? Because I don't know if you remember, Prison Mike, he was trying to pretend like he was from jail and he had a purple do-rag.
Yeah.
And Finn Balor came out one episode wearing that and people started calling him Prison Finn. That's who should be going into the cell, not the demon, but whatever. You know what? I was just thinking, like, nobody has anything for what's the other dude in Judgment Day? I can't think of his name.
Oh, Priest. I feel bad for him.
Yeah, I do too, because he's actually he's good. But really, you know, Finn Balor, I think we both agree he'll win.
I thought they would put Priest in what's it called?
The Battle Royale or whatever?
Yeah, something like that, yeah.
Andre the Giant Invitational.
Oh yeah, something like that. Well, it can't be invitation, no offense, because he's not alive, but yeah.
This might make you roll your eyes at me, but this one I think has a dark horse match contender written all over it. Seth Rollins versus Logan Paul.
Man,
I think
I agree with you. It's gonna be good.
I think this is gonna be one of the ones. Like, I mean, again, I didn't want him winning the title against Roman, but that match was incredible. The Logan Paul put up against Roman Reigns. Like, I wish it didn't have all the silly like run-ins. I knew it was gonna have that. Rollins, the thing about Rollins is he can make a paper bag look good. So yeah, I think that's got a. I don't know who do you think wins that though? Because Rollins never wins at PLEs, and
it's a shame. I want Rollins to win, but
they keep making Logan Paul lose. He's got to win eventually.
That's what I mean. He's gonna win. Logan's gonna win.
I think you might be right, but I think that's gonna be hands down the match. Well, be not hands down, but I think people are gonna be like, that's a dark horse contender for the match of the night.
I'm so glad he's a heel though, because they're so hard to like.
They tried so hard, but he's naturally a heel. Like That's what
It's
I
not just
don't
naturally he's
understand.
a heel; he's just the biggest dick outside of wrestling. So I
That's my
think it's
point. Like it comes natural to him. Like
yeah,
we're gonna talk about someone else who's a natural heel and how they don't fit. And like sometimes you just gotta go with who the person is. Like people are like, Cena should have turned into a heel, and I don't think so. I think Cena's his whole personality is wrapped up into being a stand-up citizen. So I don't think he should have ever been heel personally, but you know how it goes. Almost everyone becomes heel eventually, is the thing. Like even Stone Cold. And you got to become so good, it doesn't matter if you're a dick, like Stone Cold.
yeah,
Like he was getting cheered when he was technically still a heel. All right.
yeah.
So we already covered Cena versus Theory. So the next one is Becky Lynch versus Lita and Trish Stratus versus Damage Control.
Wait, what? Wait, sorry. Was that a sleeper?
I was gonna say, I don't want to say that because, like, I love Becky Lynch. I love Bayley. You remember two of my huge crushes growing up were Lita and Trish.
Oh, Trish is peng still. I can't lie.
But
I'm sorry. I know, guys. I know it's a stream. I know we shouldn't be saying, yeah, but you're judging the matches, not the thing. I know. I'm just saying
well,
my
I'm not
opinion.
saying that that's the only reason why it's gonna like be interesting. Like, I think
that's probably why they've done it, because they want.
I think Bayley's one of the most attractive women in WWE right now. Like Becky Lynch obviously is very beautiful, but I like girls like Bayley, girls like Bianca Belair. You know, you could just be honest. Like we're not saying that. Oh, because she's fit. You know, like.
Well,
But the
Bayley ain't fit. She's fit. That's what I'm saying.
It is like they just haven't done a good job. Is this even? I don't even think this is for the women's tag teams, right? Is it?
Not anymore. No.
See, like they just
like I think the reason why they added Lita with Becky and done that damage, added Bayley and Trish, is because they knew no one's gonna be interested until they added Trish and Lita.
You know what though? That's their fault, because those are 6 really incredible wrestlers. You got Lita and Trish, who are like trailblazers. Becky's one of the best professional wrestlers in the game, or superstars. Bayley is one of the best heels, period.
Brilliant as a heel, yeah.
Io Shirai is a technical genius, and Dakota Kai is really good too. Now, Dakota got injured, and that caused a lot of issues. And I'm thinking they should have done this in Backlash, because they don't have enough time to build it properly, in my opinion. I think they're going to put over Lynch and Lita, and I think Trish is going to turn on Lita or vice versa.
Oh, that's going to be, I think that's going to be the only thing I'm looking forward to, the heel turn.
But I think they've actually damaged Damage Control. Like, this should have been better than it's gone.
Yeah, it's a shame. It's a shame, because I think they've looked good up until this point.
All right, so this might be the P-break match you were talking about. Omos versus the Cowboy, the Farmer.
This is the match. I told Hunter.
Brock Lesnar. Okay, so the whole thing is, can he F5 Omos, right? Like, that's all anyone really cares about. And maybe MVP being silly. Like, do you see any other thing? Like, this might be 10 minutes. You know, Brock Lesnar doesn't go long. Like, that's his whole thing, is that he doesn't work long.
Do you know what's going to happen? It's just going to be throwing out the ring, throwing in the ring, throw about, attempt German suplex, clothesline, repeat. So
did you hear the theory? Did you hear the theory that Brock Lesnar heard whoever wins against him and Bobby Lashley had to go against Bray, and he's like, nah, and just hoofed him?
I think that's a good decision, but then also this ain't a good decision. So either way, it's not been a good decision.
Yeah. But I think Brock
Bray, no offense, as much as I like Bray creatively sometimes, in the ring for the last 2 years, 3 years, he's not really put on the best matches.
That's what I don't understand. At the live show, he was going. Like, I don't understand it. Like, a lot of people have said the same thing. Like, when he does live shows, he's fantastic in the ring. Like, I guess it doesn't fit his persona of, like, being, like, this demonic character, but, like, he's way better than he shows on TV. And when so many people say, you know what, you have to give him creative license, it sounds like that happened, and maybe it's just not working well. Maybe there was a reason why he was being, tightened up, if you will.
I think that's a bit of an excuse, though, because he has got creative. Yeah. He's definitely got creative. It's just not working out.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, maybe it wasn't maybe there was a reason why he was being kind of corralled, because It just feels like it's sputtering. I think he's one of those people that like the build is always better than the payoff, unfortunately.
Yeah,
That's
unfortunately.
that's how I felt about Hangman. I think Hangman's better chasing than he is being a champion. To
I don't watch AEW much anymore. It's so boring.
to split the it's they're trying. They're getting closer to where they were. They're still a ways off though, but they're getting closer. They're getting back. Revolution was good. Revolution was really good.
I watched Revolution. Revolution was good, but I've watched the pay-per-views because the pay-per-views are always good.
I think they'll bring it at Double or Nothing, but it's they've fallen off. I have to admit that as a fan, they've fallen off.
Yeah,
all right. My favorite, you know me, that's my girl. Bianca Belair versus Asuka for the women's championship, for Raw Women's Championship.
Oh, we forgot to say who's going to win the last match. We forgot to say who's going to win out of Brock and Omos. We'll forget it. We forgot that.
Because what's the point?
MVP,
if they have Brock win, then it's just like Theory. If they have the other guy win, they might as well release him. Good. Like they're doing. They need to build up Omos.
Would people be bothered with Omos being released?
That's but the point is, if they believe in him, they got to put him over. Like they might as well release him. Is my point.
I don't think Triple H believes in him. Man, he looked dominant against Braun Strowman in the Crown Jewel. Look what happened. He leached one move and he got pinned 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, maybe sometimes it's just not going to work out.
But I think the theory apparently is Vince has gone up to Triple H and say, we need big sweaty men fighting each other. Let's put my favorite Omos versus Big Sweaty.
I am your daddy. I'm your daddy-in-law.
I don't know if that's true or not, but if it is, then of course, it's Vince.
What do you think about Bianca and the clown? Is she the clown now? Right, she's the clown.
Well, she puts the face paint clown on, but
yeah.
But I love Asuka. I want Asuka to win this because you know I think she honestly, as much as Bianca's terrific in the ring, I think the build-up I know it's not her fault, but the build-up she has going into matches are not that good. Like the Alexa Bliss one, I think that was actually decent. The Alexa Bliss one, I'll take that back. But the Becky Lynch one last year was terrible.
She might be another. She might be another person who's better at the chase.
I don't think she's good as a face. I watched her in NXT as a heel.
Oh, wasn't she a heel with Io?
Who?
Bianca.
No, she was a heel in solo as a solo wrestler in NXT. She was I watched watch old videos of her as a heel. She was so much better as a heel. As a face, it's just a smiley face person being.
You can tell there's something missing for sure.
And the build up has been terrible.
That's I don't know. I don't know if they're gonna put it on Asuka.
You're here to fight. You're here to fight. Asuka, and I think it is creative. Why is Asuka helping out Bianca when Asuka is this clown gimmick who doesn't give two shits about anyone? She's gonna hurt anyone who gets in her way, and she's gonna try and get what she wants.
I agree with you that Asuka's really good. I wouldn't mind if she won. I don't think she's gonna.
I want her to win, but if she does it, I think they need to push the button. This is the time to push Asuka now. This new gimmick is definitely what everyone's been wanting.
I think you and I are pretty much even with who we think is gonna win. This will be the tiebreaker. I think Bianca's gonna win, and you think Asuka's gonna win.
Yeah.
All right. So when we do the review, this will be the tiebreaker.
Yeah.
All right. Here's another person who just doesn't belong as a face. Charlotte Flair versus Rhea Ripley. SmackDown Women's Championship.
Again, another bad build-up. I hate being really nasty to the women's, but
you know who's the best part of that is Dom and Rhea. Is the best part of that. Like, because you know what? To me, it feels like they're even Triple H. He feels like he's stuck in the past. There doesn't have to be a clear good guy and a clear bad guy all the time. You could have two heels go after the championship, because guess what? Rhea's gonna be cheered regardless of whether or not Rollins was a heel for half a year and he was still getting cheered.
Yeah, I remember that.
I mean, first of all, people love what Dom has. He's totally changed my opinion of him with his just being a moron heel. Like, I think I gotta give you guys credit. The English, you got a perfect phrase for it. He's a fanny. I could say that in America because it's not a bad word in America. But Oh, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Sorry, I just took my headphones off quickly. Sorry
I
about that.
said, I said, you guys have a perfect phrase for what Dom is for a heel. He's a fanny. Like, and
He's a
I could
twat.
say that in America. If in America, that just means butt. Like, that's not a bad word in America. So,
Is it not?
no, not really.
Oh,
But you know,
see you next Tuesday. That's the word we say. Will be.
woo, and that's yeah, that like that one kind of without even making me realize it, I kind of flinched up. Anyways, um, yeah, like oh, come on, ex condom, like that's just whoever came up with that is brilliant. I think
Yeah.
what's gonna happen is I think he's gonna crash the retirement party. I mean the retirement ceremony, and that's when they're gonna book a match. You got it. You heard it here first. I heard that from Cultaholic. I'm not clever.
Hall of Fame. What? The Hall of Fame?
Yeah, because Ray's gonna be inducted at the Hall of Fame, so I think
No,
Dom
the
is
match is
gonna
already
like.
booked.
Did I? Oh, that's right. They already booked it. That's right. Damn
Yeah.
it.
Do you remember you see they he accepted it
I
after
forgot all
Friday?
about that. I'll be honest with you. I was sick as a dog on Friday, so like when I was
Oh, is
watching
that why? Yeah,
SmackDown,
that's probably why then.
yeah, I was watching
Probably why.
SmackDown like half awake. Anyways, so we both think it's gonna be Rhea.
Absolutely. You can't.
And you
It's
know who I
Rhea's
feel
time.
bad for? You know who I feel bad for is Shayna Baszler. Because Rhea's gonna be what Shayna Baszler should have been. Rhea's gonna be that dominant champion heel. Like remember when Shayna was
I
like
think
the
Shayna could still do it because
oh
Triple
she
H.
could,
I
but
think
she never got her chance. Like they never booked her properly. But you
she
know
was
how like
supposed to
she
win
was
it.
like in
Becky and all
NXT.
that. Becky even said she wanted to push Shayna that time because Becky was going to leave anyway because she was having a kid. So
Yeah,
they were gonna.
but they put her
So
on Asuka, didn't they?
yeah, which I don't care about, but like
But I
we'll see.
think I know. I think it's gonna be Rhea. And I think this is gonna turn Charlotte Black to being a heel because
Heel.
she's just not a good face. Like
I'm getting sick of Charlotte, to be honest.
I mean, she herself is really good.
Yeah,
It's
she's
just
good, but I just think it's now getting put too much in our faces every time she wins the title, and it's like,
it's just it's unfortunate. I think sometimes they build them. You got to. It's what is it? It's a Goldilocks zone.
yeah,
You gotta not build them too hard, and then you gotta build them better than other people. But yeah,
yeah,
I think we both got Rhea, right?
yeah, Rhea definitely.
Is she? What do you think? Is she gonna get her? I think she's gonna submit her. I think it'll be more impressive if she submits Charlotte than
I
if
can see that
she
happening.
pins her.
I can
Because
see that.
she's got that new submission, right? It's like it's almost like a Texas cloverleaf. Have you seen it?
Yeah, yeah, I've seen it.
Yeah.
It's quite good. So
I forget what it's called. Okay. So we
yeah.
got Rhea, and then last but certainly not least, the Uwu Championship. Is it going to be the son of
Oh,
a plumber,
oh no,
or is
no,
it
no.
going to be?
There's another match that's confirmed.
Oh, is it the one
The
with Shayna? And
yeah,
yeah, it was.
that one.
It's Shayna and Ronda versus.
Why is Ronda wrestling at WrestleMania when she's fucking injured? Oh my God!
Is she
Can we
injured?
just get rid of Ronda Rousey? Just for God's sake!
And was it? Is it Natalie and who else? Is it Tegan? I mean
Liv
Natalia. Is it?
Morgan, Liv Morgan Rodriguez, I'm going to say Natalie, Natalia.
And is it Tegan?
I don't care about that match. You know what? Forget it. Skip it. Skip. I don't care.
Hold on a
Fuck
second,
that
because
match.
it's gonna drive me crazy. Let's talk about the undisputed championship in the meantime.
That's the match. There you go. Roman and Cody.
What do you got?
Oh, Cody, of course. I think Randy Orton's going to return.
Oh, could you
Riddle and Randy returning together to help Cody.
Oh, so you think it'll be you think it'll be
imagine.
a dusty finish in the Cody Rhodes match? Is that what you're calling?
Yeah, but
Yeah,
I wish Dustin Rhodes would return. I wish Dustin would return.
that
Orton
would
comes
be
out. Dustin
insane.
Rhodes or Goldust comes out. The crowd will go ballistic because Goldust and Dustin is still popular. You know,
That
he's a
would be
legend.
insane.
That would be, but I think due to AEW. Also, imagine Legacy's theme song hitting and Ted DiBiase and Randy Orton comes out. Well, that would be sick. But I do think Randy Orton will return. And I think Riddle, I have a feeling Riddle will come back with Randy and help Cody.
So what do you see? I get that one. Or would it be better if it was like he's holding up the belts, it's about to go off, and you hear, I hear voices in my head.
No,
Damn, man. Because
I
it'd be
think they should
good.
do it
It'd be
towards
good
the
either
end.
way because they're afraid that he's not going to come back, that he's going to have to retire. So
No, I think they should do it towards the end because then everyone will think, oh, Randy's not in. And then towards the end of the match, boom, the voice there. I think beginning of the match would kind of be like, oh, okay,
what
yeah,
do you
it's good to
think?
have him back.
So okay, it's Raquel, Morgan, Shotzi, Natalia,
Oh.
Baszler, and Ronda, and there's still one more. There's still one more team to be added.
Who are they going to add? Are there any more tag teams? There's barely
Yeah,
any.
it's gonna be what's I can't think of her name now. What's um the dude who used to play Zack Strider, what's his name? His wife, I can't think of her name. Chelsea Green. Isn't she been tagging with somebody?
Carmella.
Carmella.
Zack Ryder. Yeah. It could be them.
So it'll be Chelsea Green and Carmella. Carmella, I always say this. Carmella's underrated in the ring. They need to let her wrestle more. I know it's not her gimmick, but I always find her like good value in the ring. But yeah,
man, I'm just gonna sleep with that match. I'm just gonna be on my phone, be like this.
And that's the thing. Like we're not saying it's because they're women. It's because WWE has conditioned us to not care.
It's not because one, it's not been built up, and two, you've got Ronda Rousey coming back with Shayna Baszler, and it's a bit obvious who's going to win that match.
Yeah,
it's kind of an obvious finish. And Ronda, why is she wrestling at WrestleMania when she's injured? She can't even wrestle herself.
It'd be great if
Ronda retires.
Baszler and Ronda win, and then Baszler knocks her out afterwards.
Please do. Retire.
Could you imagine the pop? Baszler needs to be rehabilitated. I thought they were going to rehab her with the Liv Morgan thing. I thought they were going to put the belt on her, take it off of Morgan, and then she was going to become that heel, the dominant heel that she should have always been, and they didn't pull the trigger.
They didn't.
But this would be the way to do it, because could you imagine her going after Rhea Ripley for the belt? Like I'm saying, they got to get out of that old habit. They got to get out of the way of thinking it always has to be a good guy and a bad guy. We don't know who to cheer. Cheer for who you want to cheer. Stop. You don't have to be trained monkeys. Like
yeah.
Cheer for who you want to cheer for.
Yeah, I agree. Absolutely.
But yeah, I mean, I don't know. What do you think? I think this is a safe. I think this is a safe card. Like I think. Oh, and Miz is hosting, right? So I'm sure. Yeah, we'll do something to mess with him, and then they're talking like that could be like a surprise moment where like LA Knight and Stone Cold have like a segment or something. Oh, that promo battle would be legendary.
I think this card itself, I think there is a couple sleepers.
Yeah, I think it's safe. Like I think Triple H's first year. Is it just me? Like I think Triple H's first year has been very like safe. Like
I don't think it's too safe.
But not in a bad way. Not in a bad way. Like
I don't think it's safe.
How about
I
sensible?
There is a couple matches that are not safe. I think Sammy and Kevin Owens and all that Usos, I don't really think that's safe, because if they were safe, they would have gone with Roman and Sammy because they want Sammy over.
True.
I think Steph and Logan, really, I don't think that's kind of safe, because it was originally going to be Logan. If he wanted it to be safe and money, you would have gone Logan and Cena. So they've done Cena and
That's true. There's gonna be a crazy spot in that Logan Rollins match. Like
I just want Logan to get ass whipped.
He's gonna get the window.
Yeah, unfortunately. I honestly, I don't respect him as a guy, but he's a good performer.
What do you think about after SummerSlam? We should do a year retrospective of Triple H's first full year.
Yeah, definitely. We're going to do that.
If Vince McMahon hasn't been the secret puppet master behind the operation, but still, I would say a lot of it has just been very sensible, and sometimes that's okay. Like the thing about Vince is that Vince always chases the moment. Sometimes you could just be sensible, and it could seem boring, but in the long run, like I think I get why people were bummed that they didn't put the belts on Drew at Clash of the Castle. I think in the long run that would have been a mistake. I think you would chase the moment and you would ruin a 2-year storyline. This is the payoff. Dusty never winning the belt, his kid winning it, WrestleMania, the family falling
wow,
apart.
Yo!
Baby.
What's going on? What you lot saying?
Davey.
Yeah.
Well, we've been through most of the match card,
Oh
but
yeah, just give your opinions. Can you see
just
this?
give your
I
opinion
can read
now
it out
because
to
you're
you.
here. It's good to
Wait,
have you here.
Zoom in, bruv. I'm literally joining my phone, bro. Like last minute. Like,
All right, I can read it out
Got
to you.
him
All
up
right,
to me, bro.
give us your opinions. The undisputed tag team match. Who you got?
ooh, that's a tough one, you know. Aye. Because the Usos, how long have they been champions for? Like more than a year, innit?
Yeah, quite a long time.
Oh, over, yeah, because they
Yeah.
took over. They took over the
Raw tag team as well.
the New Day. They took over the New Day for the longest
Oh
over
shit!
a year.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they
Yeah,
did.
SmackDown with the
They
SmackDown
did.
titles. They did.
Fuck it, man. Let me go with Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn, man.
Yeah.
'Cause-
That's
Yeah.
what we think that the bloodline will fall apart in WrestleMania. So that's what we're going with.
Yeah, I feel like Jey Uso will turn on Reigns. Like that's what I've been
Hold on,
hearing.
David. Let me do my best. Ready? Yo, guys, what you saying? Welcome back to YouTube.
I just has been learning the London slang. I fuck with that, bro. I fuck with that.
All right. This one is called a Fatal 4-Way Showcase. Street Profits versus Alpha Academy, Viking Raiders, and Ricochet and Braun Strowman.
Oh, that fucking team they got going on there, bro. I haven't really been catching up with wrestling here, but you know what? Actually, no. I don't want the Street Profits to win because I want
Montez?
I've been hearing, yeah, I want Montez to turn heel, yeah, but I've been hearing that they're gonna start Hurt Business 2.0 with Montez, Angelo Dawkins, Omos. What's his name from NXT? What's the guy's name, bro?
Carmelo Hayes.
Yeah, Carmelo Hayes. Yeah, that would be sick. So I'm hoping
you know what? That dude's a future superstar. I think he's the best, and not just because he's from Boston.
Fairs. But yeah,
that's
you know what?
saying,
I'll go with Ricochet and Braun Strowman because I'm Braun Strowman, bro. Fuck it.
Mace, who did you have again?
Well, who did I pick? I picked Otis or Chad Gable or Montez. Actually, no, I didn't decide on that one.
I think we would say like maybe Alpha Academy wins and then Otis turns on Gable.
But I think it's going to be Montez and Dawkins now. I think it's going to be them two now.
Otis is a joke now though, because I've been seeing that he's been doing stuff with Maximum Models.
Yeah, I mean,
so they're slowly turning him in. I can't speak. They're slowly turning him into a job, innit? So yeah,
I mean, he's a really funny guy, but you might be right. But that I think Mason pointed out. I think that's the clearest sign that maybe Vince McMahon is still hanging around. Suddenly the fat guy is just silly again, you know, like.
No, but he was serious when he turned heel, and also like Vince coming back, that literally put me off watching wrestling, bro. Like I'll probably watch WrestleMania, but other than that, like I don't really have much interest in it.
All right,
Vince is back.
Mason and I think this might be the match of the night. Gunter versus McIntyre versus Sheamus.
Oh, 100%. Banger after banger.
Yeah.
But I'm going with Gunter.
I think what we said was Sheamus will pin McIntyre for the belt. And then Gunter will go after the championships. I
think he'll go after Cody.
The heavyweight championships, because I don't think he'll win them, but I think he'll go after them next. Because
he should. He's a future star in the making as well, man. Absolutely. Same with LA Knight. I need him to be the next WWE champion, bro. I'm dead ass. That's my guy right there, bro.
Well,
LA Knight.
Mason and I were talking about this supposed to be a surprise segment between LA Knight and Stone Cold.
But it got cancelled. Yeah, I saw that.
Well, maybe not. I mean, you know, secret. You know, like I hope so. Dude,
wait, has he not got a match, LA Knight?
No, but that's the whole thing. He's been talking. You can't have LA. You can't have LA WrestleMania without LA Knight. I think they're setting something up in the background.
There's rumors that he's facing Bobby because Bobby.
Oh, that's right. Oh, Bobby.
So, Bobby.
No, but
Bobby and LA Knight's supposed to be.
I'm telling you guys right now, if Stone Cold and LA Knight do a promo together, check on me afterwards, man, because I might have exploded. That might be my dream come true is LA Knight and Stone Cold doing a promo
Stone
session.
Cold comes out, I'm going to be screaming. I don't care if I'm waking my mum up at 3 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, that'll be the unfortunate thing for you guys. For me, it'll be like 10. It'll be like
that's all right. It's like 10. It's here. Like, it's like 2 or 3 o'clock.
See,
so my mum will be asleep.
This is my payback because I was telling Davey, Mason, I was telling Davey that when I go to that pub to watch the FA Cup semifinal between Brighton and United, that's gonna be 9 o'clock in the morning. So that's my payback for you guys having to watch WrestleMania at 5 in the morning.
Hey, that's gonna be mad.
Oh,
yeah, what? Imagine that, bro. That's gonna be sick.
Dummy, yeah.
Hey, that's what I love about it, man. His charisma is top notch, bro.
All right, this one Mason and I kind of lukewarm on, but it could be good. Edge versus Finn Balor, Hell in a Cell.
Demon.
Hey.
Oh yeah,
you know what?
It's Demon Balor. It's right, Demon Balor.
Yeah, Finn Balor, bro. I can't lie, Finn Balor. The Judgment Day, they're gonna interrupt tonight. You already know how it goes, man.
Nah. I was talking to my brother this. What was it last night? It doesn't make sense that the Judgment Day kind of gets involved because you could think of it. Finn Balor and the Demon are two different people. The Demon's never been involved with Judgment Day, and Finn Balor. It's the other Finn Balor persona is with the Judgment Day, but they've never seen the Demon.
Wait, has he lost as the Demon though? I don't think he's lost as a Demon, has he?
Yeah.
He lost to Roman Reigns
and Samoa Joe in NXT.
Samoa Joe, yeah.
Oh, I thought it was undefeated.
Samoa Joe was the first ever one to beat him. First ever one in NXT.
Joe.
I want Samoa Joe to come back. I love Samoa Joe. I think he would.
I like him better. I like him better in ROH. I think that's where he's class at ROH.
I think he'll be great under Triple H.
True.
In WWE. I think he'll be a great WWE champion for them.
All right, and then Davey, this one is one that we think could steal the show. Dark Horse, Rollins versus Logan Paul.
Logan Paul, you know, I can't lie. At first, I wasn't fucking with Logan Paul in WWE, but then I'm seeing his heel work and I'm thinking, yo, like he's getting, man. I rate him much more than Dominic Mysterio. Dominic Mysterio, yeah, like I get he's a heel, but I just don't like him. Like you're not meant to like heels, but you know when you just dislike them, like you don't like their moveset, their persona.
I know you guys don't watch a lot of AEW, but that's how the Gun Club is. The Gun Club is a classic heel team that you just can't stand. Like they're not like kind of cool like FTR was. You know how FTR were heels?
Yeah.
People kind of mess with them. Like the Gun Club, they're just annoying, and they're kind of old school in that sense. And I don't know, like for me, I was telling Mason the reason why I kind of like Dom in this role is because you guys in Britain, you have a perfect term, and that he's a fanny, and that's why I find him really funny. Now, I can say that in America. That's not a bad word. We were Mason and I were talking about that. That's not a bad word in America. that just means butt in America. So he's a big butthole. But I get what you're saying. But Logan, Logan and Seth are gonna bring the house down, but we think Logan's
a very good wrestler, man. He's a very good wrestler.
Logan keeps losing, and he's not gonna want to keep losing. And Rollins can make a paper bag look good, is what we were saying.
Yeah, he's one of the best wrestlers in the world, man.
I told you, him and Theory, when I was watching that live show, him and Theory totally brought the house down. Like they both played their roles so perfect. Like I've never seen a more like irritating face than Rollins. Like he plays that line so perfectly. And I'll tell you, Theory, I never cared for Theory, but in the live show, he really turned me around on him. And he can go in the ring too. And the reason why I say that is because the next one up is the United States Championship, Cena versus Theory.
Wait, John Cena? Oh shit! Yeah, I see that. I saw that.
Your favorite?
Huh?
Well, hey, Mason. Of course he didn't know. You can't see them anyway, so.
Nah, bro.
I remember when I got TK23 and I knew Jesse was going to say the joke. Well, I can't see anything. All I can see is a table. I knew Jesse was going to say.
You got to remember. John Cena is from my neck of the woods, so like
Boston,
I always root for him because of that. I do think he's kind of corny, if I'm being honest with you, but like
I remember him. That is the best John Cena.
I remember him when he was a cyborg. Like I remember him as the doctor of thugonomics.
Oh, I love that.
Life.
Bro, he needs to bring that back at least one time, bro. Or just turn him heel.
Although he's got one of the best theme songs ever, in my opinion. This one that he's got now. I think it's fantastic. It's good listening to, but what do you think? I think we think like Theory's got to win it. Like there's almost no reason except for the banter, to quote you guys, for Cena to win it, because Like, you might as well release Theory if he loses that belt against not even a part-timer. What would you even call Cena? Edge is a part-timer, you know.
Cena's more of a rock person.
A showcase,
basically.
you know.
It's a showcase.
By the way, Davey, I think this is going to be 20 straight years that he has a match every year, at least one match every year for Cena.
What, at WrestleMania?
Well, just in general.
No,
like,
not WrestleMania, because
he hasn't
Oh yeah, he missed last year, isn't it?
No, right at the end with KO. He got in like in December. He had a tag team with KO.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
but yeah, I think through. Yeah, probably. I'll be surprised if Cena wins still, because he's like what 45 now. He's old, bro. Like, I don't expect him to win.
You can tell he's putting it behind him. Like we're gonna talk about another guy that we think is putting the wrestling behind him. I think Cena's the same way. I think like they might as well release Austin Theory, in my opinion, if they have him lose against Cena. This one we feel bad about because we should care more. Becky Lynch, Lita, and Trish Stratus versus Damage Control. Yeah, Trish came back in Canada, right, Mason?
Oh shit! Yeah, that's
yeah, she's from Canada, so I think she came back in like Toronto or something. Yeah, it's not even for the tag team championship anymore. Like they totally dropped the ball on this, but we think Lynch will win, and then Trish will turn on Lita.
Interesting.
But we were talking like this is a problem with WWE. These are 6 of the best female wrestlers in the world, and you don't even care because of how bad the storyline's been. You know, Lynch is amazing. Lita and Trish are all-timers. Bayley's the best heel for women, in my opinion. Io is great, and Dakota Kai is great, and I just don't care. It's not even their fault. They just haven't been built properly, in my opinion.
Yeah, I feel you, man.
The card that just beat agreed clearly.
Yeah, what is it?
It's
going on 8:30 for you guys, right?
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
Let's I'll speed along. I keep wasting you guys.
No, Jesse's loving it. Jesse just loves it.
Brock Lesnar versus Omos.
Fucking hell. Brock Lesnar, bro.
we were saying
I don't see Brock Lesnar losing, man.
The only reason why this exists is to see if he can survive him.
Big sweaty man, I love him.
Yeah, this is so Vince. This is so Vince.
Yeah,
my man's living in 1987 with Hulk Hogan and Andre the Giant.
Yeah,
you could tell it's Vince McMahon's idea, bro. Fucking hell.
Sure. It's not even. It's not even a guess. Like,
no, you just know. Like, how is he still involved though, man? Like, I don't get it. Like,
he owns the company. You know?
He owns the company still, isn't he? So
yeah, he owns the company.
Whether he's got this thing or not, it's Vince McMahon. He'll find a way out.
He'll find a way, yeah.
Remember the steroid trial?
Oh, dude, I lived that. That was incredible. Like,
I watched the Dark Side of the Ring documentary. That was so good. It was.
Yeah, you gotta watch the documentary about the first XFL. That guy is nuts. Like, Vince McMahon is legitimately out of his mind. Anyway, Bianca Belair versus Asuka, Raw Women's Championship.
Ooh, it's gonna be Asuka.
Now, you were talking about earlier, I forget who you talking about, Mason. I'm in love with Bianca Belair. I think she is like the most fit person. Like,
I saw Bianca. There's this picture of Bianca, and I'll tell you what. Whoa, that outfit that time though she wore. Damn.
But
Montez though is a cheeky fucker, because I don't know if you saw on Twitter there was this picture of Bianca Belair. And you can see her bum, basically, a bunda. And literally, Montez put a cheeky little tweet on there. I don't know if you saw that.
No, I got to go check that out. Montez is funny. I'll tell you what, I felt so bad when Montez quoted Nas. I don't know if you guys listen to Nas, but
Nas, yeah, I know him.
He quoted Nas, and no one picked up on it on Twitter. I felt so bad. I was like, how old am I?
Yeah, Nas was a big rapper in the 90s, but I've listened to one of his most recent tunes. It's literally... one of his songs is on FIFA 23. That's how I know it. So
yeah, I got picked up on that. All right, what do you think, Davey? What do you got?
No, I can't. I don't really catch up with women's wrestling. But who's the champion right now? Bianca Belair, right?
Bianca. So this is the
one
I reckon she'll retain. Yeah, we're split on it. I said that I could see Asuka winning, but I don't think they built her enough. But Bianca, as Mason said, and I agree with him, Bianca's better chasing the title when she has the belt. Her storylines are not very good when she already has it. I think she was better when Lynch stole it off. Yeah. When Lynch took it off of her in SummerSlam, that was the best Bianca there, in my opinion.
Yeah. Yeah. Davey, where's Davey gone?
He said he'll be back.
He'll be back, right? So, but yeah. Safe card, as Jesse would say. I would say, 1987 all over again. No, I'm kidding. That's only with one match, but I think the matches itself are good. I hope the stage is going to be good. This is what people keep forgetting, right? You need to do a great stage at WrestleMania. WrestleMania is not about the bloody matches. It's got to have the stage. Last year's stage was decent, but I thought for WrestleMania standards, was it really a great stage? So this year's stage better be good.
I'll have to defer to you. I'll be honest with you, that's not something I ever paid attention to, so I have to take your word for it.
Yeah, I'm always for WrestleMania, for example, I just always focus on the stages because they always make these for years now. They've been making custom stages for WrestleMania, so it's just like, well.
Did you hear? You remember last year when AJ Styles cut himself up on the stage?
I could tell why these guys are like 6 foot, and that the way they have to it's literally.
It looked like he walked into it or something because he was cut up on the cheek.
Yeah. I can see why these guys are like 6 foot, and the way that they ain't small, so that didn't look quite high up that sign or wherever he got hit. He hit.
So it's up to you, Mason. I don't know if he's gonna come back in time.
He's back. He's back. Good time.
He's back. Oh, okay.
Yeah, my phone was about to die.
No, man, no, all good. Okay, so Flair versus Rhea Ripley, the SmackDown Women's Championship.
Ooh, bro, I hope Rhea Ripley wins, man. Because I know she won the Royal Rumble and that. Charlotte Flair can't be asked for her, so hopefully Rhea wins.
Well, Charlotte Flair's not a face. I was telling Mason, they got to get out of this old habit of it has to be a good guy and a bad guy. There could just be two bad guys. There could just be two bad guys. So, yeah, we agree, Ripley, too. And her boyfriend, ex-condom. By the way, Buddy Matthews is a lucky man because that's who she's dating in real life.
Rhea Ripley.
Yeah. I swear, no offense to Matthews, but I swear he's dating literally everybody in WWE. I swear he's dating.
Yeah, so has Edge. So...
Oh yeah, Edge
was notorious for that. And so is CM.
Yeah, he's got W Riz, man. We need to learn off him.
Oh, for fuck's sake! Don't you now start saying? I've seen that everyone.
Buddy Matthews is underrated. Like I've seen that whenever that guy wrestles, he's incredible.
Hey.
He's just. I just don't think Matthews. He's like. I don't think he's a talker. Is the problem. All right, last up. Yeah. The Ubu Championship, Davey. Reigns versus Dusty Rhodes. Sorry, Cody Rhodes.
Dusty Rhodes?
Yeah, he's coming back.
He's coming out the grave from, up there. He's coming down.
You hear bong, and it's going to be...
Bro, I'll be honest, yeah. I want Cody Rhodes to win, I can't lie. Like, I love Roman Reigns, yeah, but he's had the title for too long.
Yeah,
and it'll be 3 years. He shows up like every 2 weeks, bro.
It'll be about 3 years, we were saying. So, yeah, no, we all agree. I think Cody, they're going to split the belts again. I think he'll win both belts, but I think by SummerSlam or at the end of SummerSlam, they'll split the belts again. Because Cody's interested in the WWE Championship because that's the one Dusty never had. I don't know, not the Universal. So, yeah, we agree with that, too.
Bro, they need to bring back the big gold, man.
Oh, yeah, the world champion. Definitely.
Someone on Cultaholic pointed this out, and I never thought about it. It's so dumb that people call it the winged eagle because all eagles have wings. Like I never realized that until they pointed it out.
That's so stupid.
Yeah, they call it the Winged Eagle Championship, and I was like, oh, you guys said like Bret Hart, my World Championship title belt.
Yeah, I remember when Rey Mysterio had it, they called the World Champion because he was apparently not a heavyweight. I was like,
yeah,
that didn't make no sense. I remember that, and I was like,
remember he had to carry it because it would fall off of him. You remember Leo Rush? Whenever he had the NXT Championship, it would like fall off of him.
I forgot about Leo Rush.
I remember him. Bobby Lashley's little lapdog, bruv.
Yeah.
I remember that guy.
About him.
Oh, but yeah, I think I think before you guys go, what do we think? Who's gonna make? They're saying that there's gonna be some NXT call-ups after WrestleMania. I know you guys are not as big into NXT as I am.
Cameron Grimes.
I love Cameron Grimes, and he hasn't been anywhere, so that'd be good. I think it's him, and I agree with Davey. It's gonna be Carmelo Hayes because of the Hurt Business. But
yeah, I hope so, bro.
I'm telling you now. If you guys, I know you guys can't say on NXT, but go watch at least Carmelo Hayes. That dude's a star.
I watched Carmelo Hayes, a good wrestler. I've watched.
Wait, Jesse, you must find it mad, yeah, that some of these wrestlers are literally younger than you as well, bro.
I had to face that a long time ago when I was watching someone, I forget which footballer, and they were like, oh, he celebrated his 30th birthday and he was born in 1991, and I was like, son of a bitch. That's when I realized that I was like, I'm in a different
it's the same with footballers as well. There's certain footballers that are younger than me now. Like, you remember that guy who debuted for Arsenal? He's like 15. Crazy.
Yeah.
It
doesn't get any better.
Garnacho, he's the same age as me. He's 18, but he turns 19 in July. But I turned 19 in December.
That dude, the dude for Brighton, isn't he pretty young too?
Yeah, Evan Ferguson. He's literally he's in my age group, bro. It's crazy.
Yeah.
I'm younger than every single one of these guys. Make me feel young.
Yeah, enjoy it while it lasts, man.
Enjoy it while it lasts.
In a couple of years, you're gonna see people that are on FIFA that are younger than you, bro. It's gonna be crazy.
I know you guys don't follow a lot of American football, but do you guys remember the name Cam Newton? Or you ever heard that name, Cam Newton?
No, I haven't.
He was the first time that I was older than like the next crop of athletes. Like I was like you guys. I was like, oh, I'm younger than all these guys. This is still fun. He was the first one that I was older than him, and I was 24 at the time. And then every year after that, they'll just give. It's like what Matthew McConaughey said. I keep getting older; they stay the same age.
Fuck it up.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's mad, man. Time flies, bro.
But I mean, you said you're 18 years old, bro.
I'm 18 next year.
I was graduating high school 18 years ago.
I remember Davey when he was about 10 years old when we were playing Roblox. 11.
Time flies, bro.
My man tried to put a deep voice and all that. My man tried to do a deep voice. I remember that. But then I remember that as well. Yeah, I remember me with bloody glasses doing cringy videos on my old channel that I just don't want to talk about. I'm 18 next year. Time's flying.
All right, guys.
But yeah, I'm gonna end the stream. We're gonna end the stream. It's been good actually. It's actually been an hour and 2 minutes.
Yeah, man.
Which is quite a long time for, I think, one of our longest wrestling podcasts. So,
yeah, but anyway, Davey, see if you could join us for the review.
Yeah,
definitely, bro.
If you're busy, that's fine. But yeah, we're gonna do the review not next weekend because we're gonna do it the week after.
Oh,
hopefully.
And don't forget, guys, in America where this is being held, don't forget, April Fool's Day lasts all day. That's why I'm convinced that Dom is gonna mess with Ray at the Hall of Fame ceremony. Because I know in England it ends in 12 o'clock, right? Or something like that. It's only half the day in America it's all day. So he's gonna definitely mess with them or something. Yeah.
People still do April Fools?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it's literally next week. It's crazy.
Oh, great. I'm looking forward to great April Fools. Definitely. Great.
Yeah, I won't post any annoying memes, I promise.
Oh, great! I'm looking forward to that.
I might have to take a break from social media, bro.
I'm gonna have to put my. I'm gonna have to, throw my phone on the outside.
Oh,
so then
don't listen to any United news because some idiot's gonna post that they sold the club on April Fool's Day. I'm telling you right now. You know
that's what I'm saying, bro.
Nah, that's just
I'm taking a break from Twitter and that. I swear down.
Oh yeah, that's true actually. But anyway, we're gonna end the stream here. Thank you all for watching, and peace out, guys.